Okay, hi everyone. I'm Dr. Alan Davey. I'm the head of Department of Computing and Mathematics here at WIT. So first of all, I'd like to welcome you to the WIT Open Day. We have a number of booths available with a team of lecturers from the department. They're available to answer questions from you all day, between 12 and 4 today and 12 and 4 tomorrow. We'll also have a number of sessions during the day as well, and they'll be pre-recorded and available through the Open Day website for you to look back on as well. So today's talk is just going to give an overview of the programs that we have in the department, I suppose some concepts and topics behind the programs, and also to give a little bit more information on, I suppose, the opportunities that these programs will bring, and the specific details and differences between those different programs as well. So if we can go through the programs. First of all, the Department of Computing and Mathematics has 7 programs in the department. A Common Entry Applied Computing program, Bachelor of Science in Computer Forensics and Security, Bachelor of Science Software Development, Software Systems Development, the honours version of that, Bachelor of Science in Multimedia Applications, Level 7, and then the Level 8 Bachelor of Science Honours in Creative Computing. And then a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, with the prospect of moving on to the Level 8 version, which is the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. I suppose it's important to say that the programs we have in our department, they're very practical focused. I suppose we pride ourselves on focusing on developing these practical skills by having small groups for labs and practicals within the programs as well. So the students get I suppose a lot of contact time with the lecturers during those practicals and labs. We have a heavy involvement from industry in the development of our programs as well. And this is to ensure that we have the most up-to-date technologies and skills that were being taught on our programs that are relevant to industry. It's important to note then as well as we also have a flexible semester in all our programs. And this gives the students an opportunity to, I suppose, to learn skills that wouldn't be in place within the particular program. And these skills would look at application within the workforce. So there's opportunities over a 6-month period during year 3 to go and work in industry. And we have collaborations with a lot of local and national industries in the software sector to complement the particular programs that the students are studying on. We also have the opportunity for students to go and study abroad through Erasmus, and we have a number of partner institutes across Europe where students can go and take modules on those programs, and it gives them an opportunity to both live abroad and experience, I suppose, the educational environment of different countries. We also have, during that flexible semester, the opportunity for students to take professional certification. And this would be certification that would be approved by particular industries such as Amazon, Adobe, Microsoft, and others as well. And as well as having the graduation or the program certificate, the students would also have these professional certificates, and it weighs well when they're going looking for employment as well. We also have a heavy involvement in research as well. We have close links to a national research centre called the Telecommunications Software and Systems Group. It's actually housed at WIT. This research group would have over 100 researchers working on projects, I suppose, involved in research projects globally. And we can obviously work with the TSSG on research projects, and a lot of our staff engage with these researchers to develop new programs, new material, and cutting edge research, and can also feed back into the department as well. It's also, I suppose, important to note as well that the graduates coming out of our programs, there's information has been shared by the CSO that the graduates in ICT are among the highest paid graduates 5 years after finishing the programs. So you're talking anywhere up to 60,000 euros or more as a salary 5 years after delivering finishing programs here. So that's very impressive. So what I want to do is just talk about some of the particular programs. We have talks later on in the day that go into these details a little bit more. So I'll just give a brief overview of each of the programs for you today. So the first one is the Applied Computing Common Entry. The applied computing is really looking at computer science applied to different industries. So this program is very focused on developing problem-solving skills for the graduates, and then using those problem-solving skills to apply computer science knowledge and theory and practice in various different domains. And what we have for the students as well is an opportunity to choose a particular stream, as we call it, to focus their study on. So this is, I suppose, a particular set of modules individual to a stream, and that can shape these graduates then, not only in the broader ICT industry, but it can focus on particular industries that they would be most interested in. So I'll just go through, I suppose, the different types of streams briefly. Again, there's a talk later on looking at this particular program, and I'll go into these streams in a lot more detail. Just to note, the common entry, I suppose the entry requirements would be 2 subjects, Honours 5, 4 subjects, Ordinary 6 or Honours 7, English or Irish, Ordinary 6 or Honours 7, and Maths, Ordinary 3 or Honours 7. So the first one of the particular streams that we look at is the automotive and automation systems. So we can see there's a rapid rise in, for example, autonomous driving and self-driving cars. And that's an example of how computer systems are being used to control different systems that would traditionally be controlled by humans. There's a lot of, I suppose, software that's used within these systems, and this particular stream would have a number of modules such as the connected car, autonomous vehicle software platforms that will be specialized for the students that take this particular stream. You're talking about the graduates that will be coming out of this stream will go into a variety of different types of industries, such as any of the car manufacturers, but not only the car manufacturing, but broader industries such as Siemens, Samsung, and we've also placed students at some of the car test track facilities across Europe as well. There's a very well-known company called IDIADA, and it takes some of our graduates. And Vector is also a company that builds this type of systems, and we have a very close collaboration with Vector as well. The next stream in the applied computing programs would be that of the cloud and network stream. The technology that's used to deploy and give us, I suppose, the services that we consume on the internet would all be based on technologies composing of cloud and networks. For example, the conferencing system Zoom is a cloud conferencing system. So what does that mean? It means their system runs in the cloud. So clouds are basically large-scale data warehouses of computers with up to 10,000 or more computers connected by a network, and can process all the information on the services, and the networks transport that information to and from the devices such as the computers that you're sitting in front of today. So what this particular stream would have particular modules looking at cloud platforms, but also network technologies and network infrastructure, and understanding how do we build these systems, maintain these systems, configure these systems. The graduates from this program would go into various different types of industries such as IBM, Amazon, Google, Facebook, among others. And also a lot of enterprises now have their own data centers on premises, and also their own networks as well. So the graduates would be suitable for any industry with this type of a need. The next stream that we look at under the Applied Computing Common Entry will be the computer forensics and security. There's a huge demand for cybersecurity and securing systems against attack. This would be also relevant to industries, but also national security threats as well. So this particular stream would have a set of modules that look at understanding threats understanding how security, I suppose, threats are detected, and also how do we protect computer systems against these types of threats. So graduates from this program, from this particular stream, will go into anything such as cybersecurity specialist companies, but also cybersecurity divisions in large companies as well to support security of those systems. The next program stream in the applied computing is the Internet of Things. So we do see an emergence of, for example, home automation, industry automation. And what this means is that there's now devices that are connected to the internet that traditionally wouldn't have been before. And what does this connection allow us to do? It allows us to control and interface with these systems in a completely new way. New services can be built on these as well. So this particular stream would focus on looking at the software stacks, the protocols, the architectures that would be used to build these projects and build these products. This particular stream also has a close collaboration with the engineering department as well. So we're not only looking at the software, but also the hardware of these devices, and how do we code and build software for these particular devices as well. We'd have graduates going into looking at Google, Samsung, Apple, even Fitbit, or even medical device providers as well. Would be very interested in the candidates coming from this particular stream. The next stream then is looking at game development. So game development is a huge industry, not only in Ireland, but internationally as well. And there's a huge, I suppose, need for the graduates that will be coming out of this stream into that industry. The game development will have particular modules looking at game design, but also game development and graphics design as well across different types of platforms. So looking at the software that we use within the game industry to build these systems. There's a lot of big players within the game industry, both in Ireland and across Europe as well, that we would have good partnerships with. The next stream then that we would look at is the media development stream. So this is looking at the software systems involved in audio and video production. So creation of audio content, creation of video content, and the production of these. So relevant, I suppose, industries will be radio, film, game industry as well, and various industries such as development of internet content, audio and video content as well. It's a very practical program as well, and there's a lot of interesting skills there that the students would develop and are highly sought. We also have a straight degree program in computer forensics and security, and this is for I suppose students who are very interested in security and they know they want to do this particular degree already. The applied options give students a flavor of different particular streams, and they can choose after year one. But this would be a dedicated stream that you choose on entry to do computer forensics and security. The entry requirements here would be similar to the applied common entry. It's two honours 5 subjects, 4 subjects in ordinary 6 or honours 7. English or Irish would be honours 7 or ordinary 6, and maths would be ordinary 3, honours 7. And again, this is a 4-year honours degree program. We'll have another talk on that program later on today as well. So if you're very interested in computer forensics and security, please go to that talk. The next program we have within the department is software systems development. So it's a level 7 program and a level 8 program. And there's entry requirements into the level 7 and entry requirements which are slightly different into the level 8 program. On completion of the level 7, you can have an option to transfer into the level 8 as well. This program is very specifically focused on software development and building those software development skills, different coding stacks, different programming stacks, different software development styles, team-based software development, and again, very enterprise focused and business focused. Graduates from this program would go into anywhere in the ICT industry, building software in startups and large enterprises and anywhere in between. The next program that we have is the Multimedia Applications Development, which is a level 7. And the level 8 version, I suppose, is the Creative Computing Honours program. So this would be a 3-year and a 4-year. So graduates from the Multimedia Applications Development program can transfer into the 4th year of Creative Computing once they've finished the Multimedia Applications Development degree. So this program is very much looking at, I suppose, content creation, graphics design, media design, interface design and development. The ratio of computer skills to creativity skills, I suppose, is about 60% in computer skills. So there is a level of software development and concepts that are developed for the graduates, but also there's a 40% slant towards, I suppose, the creative design and creativity elements within the program as well. And we have great collaborations with a lot of the creative industry in Ireland, which is globally recognized. For example, Cartoon Saloon, which would be an Oscar-winning media production house, and we have great relationships with them and other ones in both in regional and nationally as well. So the entry requirements for the honours degree then will be 2 subjects or honours 5, 4 subjects in honours ordinary 6 or honours 7, English or Irish honours 6, honours 7, sorry, and ordinary 6, and maths will be an ordinary 5 and honours 7. And then we have entry requirements are slightly different for the Multimedia Applications Development program. The final program that we have then in the department will be Information Technology, and then that will be our level 7 program. Once completed with this level 7, there's an opportunity to go on to a level 8 BSc Honours in Information Technology Management. So this program would look at, I suppose, management of the infrastructure for enterprises and large industries abroad. This is looking at the computer systems, I suppose, management and configuration of computer systems, deployment of computer systems, configuration. So if you're very interested in the computing industry, but not so interested in the programming element of it, this particular topic is a very, very interesting, and it's very suitable for those types of students. There's a lot of interest in this program, and graduates will go into any IT department of any industry globally. Yeah, so the entry requirements, it's a level 7 program, will be ordinary 6 or level 7 in 5 subjects, English or Irish ordinary 6 or honours 7, and maths ordinary 5 or honours 7. So what I'd like to do as well is just talk about the particular, I suppose, supports that we have within the department. Graduates or students that are coming into the Department of Computing and Mathematics, they're taking on some new topics that they wouldn't have studied at the Leaving Cert level, and this will be primarily programming. So there's no need for any students coming into any of our programs to have any prior experience with studying programming or any introduction to programming at all. We start from the very beginning, and we bring students at the same pace across the programming concepts and different languages that we use. But I suppose to recognize that this is a very new field for students. Some students, I suppose, adapt very quickly and take it on board. Other students would need a little bit more support. We have a dedicated computing and maths learning centre where there's tutors available to any of the students all year round to come in and support them with understanding the material that they've covered, understanding the exercises, support with the exercises. If students want to improve, even the good students want to improve and get better at programming, it's a facility that's used by many students in that regard as well. And we also have maths tutors, not only programming, but maths tutors. They are available as well to support students with all the maths elements of the programs as well. There's a lot of students that would come into our programs that would be, for example, repeat learners. are returning learners. And these learners may have, I suppose, studied their Leaving Cert or finished their Leaving Cert a number of years ago, and maybe a little bit, I suppose, out of practice with some of the maths that we'll be covering in the programs. So this learning centre is also a support for them to, I suppose, to catch up on a lot of the fundamental concepts, so they can actually interact and get a huge amount of value from the programs as well. And I suppose it's important to note as well that the programs and the maths that we provide on the programs is very specific to computer science, and it's very tangible that it's needed. For example, algebra, statistics, and probability. There's a lot of fields in maths that aren't covered from the programs that we have. So it's only relevant to computer science, the types of maths that we cover. So that's everything I wanted to discuss today with yourselves. If you have any questions or anything else you'd like to discuss further, we have our computing and maths booth open again between 12 and 4 today, 12 and 4 tomorrow. Pop your questions into the chat there, and we have a team of lecturers there ready to answer any of your questions at all. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the open day today, and thank you very much for your attention.